Hi students, welcome back. Coming to the next topic in the subject operating system is the functions of operating system. Actually, whatever the functions of operating system that we are seeing in this video are the complete syllabus that we are going to learn in the operating system, right? So in this video, I'll just give the a clear and the basic introductions regarding all the topics that we are going to cover in the operating system. So that is nothing but the functions of the operating system itself. Okay, so it is common to all the computer science students. So now let's start with the concept. So the functions of the operating system. The different functions of operating system are the memory management, processor management, file management, device management, IO management, secondary storage management, security, command interpretation, networking, communication management, and job accounting. Okay, so these are all the different functions of the operating system. Okay, so don't get confused what these terms means. Let's have a definitions of these functions of an operating system. The first one is the process management. You know the meaning of process, right? A process is nothing but an information. It's a piece of code, it's line, a programming. Processor means it's a hardware part. It's a CPU. It's a hardware part which performs an operation. Process means it's a piece of code, a piece of information, right? So the user is giving a series of instructions, a series of the commands to the computer to perform the operation. So at a time, the so many commands are entering into the CPU to perform the operation. So how that going to be managed so that a conflicts will not be occur in the resource sharing and your system need to be run very efficiently. So for that, a process management should be performed. Actually, the main motto of our the computer systems what we are working here, we are using the gadgets, whatever the electronic is, it has to run efficiently, right or wrong? If it is not run efficiently, if it is not user friendly, the people are not supposed to use the things. Now we are very much fond of on the electronic gadgets. Why? Because we are very much easy to manage the environment, means all the things with the help of this gadget, right? So to develop that, a different management techniques will be there. So with the help of those management techniques, a system has to be run. In the same way, the general example whatever you are taking, suppose if a software company need to be develop a software, so simply one team is not sufficient to develop a complete project, right or wrong? A different teams will be there. Okay, testing team, deployment team, coding team, and the sales team, different teams will be there. If the work, if all together work, okay, and the final output will be coming. In the same way, whatever the concept you are taking, the concept that it's single, it can't do anything, so that will be divided into a parts. Okay, all each is performing a different operations. So like that, in the operating system also, if the operating system has to be developed, it has to be created, even though it is a software. Okay, so the software has to be managed in a way that it has to perform all the operations. So further, a different management technique should be there so that it can run efficiently, right? Now coming to the concept. So actually, you need to get an idea. That's why I had given it this example. Now, process management. A process management helps operating system to create and delete the process. Okay, whenever the process has to be created, when has the process need to be deleted, that will be done by this process management. It also provides the mechanisms for synchronization and communication among process. So what the role it is doing? It is providing synchronization as well as the communication among a process. I'm talking about the process. Now coming to the next function is memory management. So memory management, a memory management module perform the task of allocation and deallocation of memory space to programs in need of these resources. Actually, we are having so many memories in our systems, right? The hard disk, the secondary storage devices, and the RAM, that is the primary storage device, and the cache and the register. So many memories out there. So these different memory modules need to be performed in an efficient manner with the help of this memory management technique. So this memory management module is performing what operation? It allocating and deallocating of the memory space to the programs. So whenever the program is trying to enter into the system, it has to perform. So the unused data has to be deallocated, and the used data has to be stored in that spaces. So that everything will be managed by this memory management. And next function is the file management. So file management means it manages all the files related activities such as organization, storage, retrieval, naming, sharing, and protection of files. All these relating info files will be handled by the file management. So means this operating system is doing these type of it is allocating each management has to perform some operations. Okay, the next function of this operating system is device management. These operating systems are also performing the device management technique. So what this device management will do? A device management keeps tracks of all devices. This module also responsible for this task is known as IO controller. Device itself, it's an input output, right? So it also performs the task of allocation and deallocation of the devices. Whenever you're trying to install a new hardware, or you are trying to deinstall it, so all these things will be managed by the device management. Students, these are all the software, these are all the piece of codes, a process which are, it's a code maintaining the operating system to run efficiently, right? So the next function of the operating system is the IO system management, input output system management. The one of the main objective of any operating system is what? Is to hide the peculiarities of the hardware devices from the user. Okay, from the user, it has to hide the peculiarities of the hardware devices. So that will be done by this IO system management. Next function is a secondary storage management. So system has several levels of secondary storages, several levels of storages, which includes, we know, I already said, primary storage, secondary storage, cache storage, right? So instructions and data must be stored in primary storage or cache so that a running program can reference it. So every time the processor is not supposed to go back and getting the data in the secondary storage. So whatever the program, that instructions and data, the running one will be stored in the primary as well as a cache. So that will be maintained here. And the secondary storage management consisting of all the large files will be stored in the secondary storage. So this is one of the function of the operating system, that is the management of the secondary and the primary storages. And coming to the security, this is one of the important function of the operating system. A security module protects the data and information of a computer system against malware threats. Okay, that's a virus, that's a malware threats and authorized access. So it is always providing some protection to the programs. That is a security. So this is one of the function of the operating system. Next is a command interpretation. So this module is interpreting commands given by the and acting system resources to process that commands. And the next function is of the operating system is the networking. So networking is obviously we required it, right or wrong, because we need to connect to the different networks. When we want to work on the cloud, when we want to work on the internet, we require networking. So to support that networking, operating system need to be support, right? So here the operating system is also playing one of the role, one of the function on networking. A distributed system is a group of processors which do not share memory, hardware device, or a clock, right or wrong? Actually, if you take the distributed system, in the distributed system means yeah, each system is having their own processor. So whenever they're having their own processor, they do not share the memory because they have their own memory, they have their own hard drives, right? So they can't share the memory. So a distributed system is a group of processors which do not share memory, hardware device, or a clock. So the processor communicate with one another through the network only. Because if they are not sharing the processor, if they're not sharing the memory, if they're not sharing the hardware devices, how they can communicate with the other devices? Only with the help of the networking. Only with the help of the networking, one processor, one system is connecting to the another system, and they are communicating with the help of the network connection. Not because they are not sharing the hardware and the memory. So a network should be compulsory. And the next one is a job accounting. The job accounting is one of the function this operating system is performing, keeping track of time and resources used by various jobs and users. And the last function of the operating system is the communication management. So the coordination and assignment of compilers, interpreters, and another software resources of various users of the computer system. This all will be coming as the communication management. So you are giving an user program, the high level language, the system need to be understand to convert this a communication has to be established from the user program to the machine level language. A communication is required. What it is doing, the compilers and interpreters and other software resources, they are helpful. The kernels, the shells, all these are all the working comes under the communication management. So these are all the different functions of the operating system, student. I hope you understand what exactly the functions of the operating system. In the next video, we will see about the advantages, disadvantages of the operating system and the history of the operating system also. Thank you. So if you're still facing any problem in understanding the concept, please write in the comment. Thank you.